Hi guys, here we are in Pegnut Wood in Potton and we are going bear tracking. Actually, we're looking for animal footprints and we're going to show you how you can take the prints home with you, aren't we?
Yeah.
Shall we go find some tracks?
Yeah!
Let's go! So Alyssa, what prints do you think we'll find today?
We might find some doggy prints.
Doggy
and
prints?
Badger prints.
Might find badger prints, but I don't think there's any badgers in this wood. But I tell you what, sometimes an otter's been seen down the brook, so we may find some otter prints. But I'm quite sure that we will find some deer prints of some sort. What do you think?
Yeah.
Right, should we go and have a look? Walking along, looking for prints, and surprise, we've had all this rain and it's not particularly muddy.
Yeah.
We was expecting it to be quite muddy so that we could find some good deer tracks. But we will keep looking, won't we, Alyssa?
Yeah.
And we will find some, won't we?
Yeah.
We'll head down to the brook as well, won't we, and see if we can see any otter prints down there.
Yeah.
Because they sometimes swim down from Gambling Gay.
Yeah.
Right, let's go and have a look then.
Yeah.
Right, so after much trekking about, Alyssa and I have finally found the print, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had to go through some very secluded parts of woods to find anything. It's been quite hard. And lots of stinging nettles. You got stung a couple of times, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right, so what we found, just turn the camera around, is a deer print. And actually, I can smell fox whilst we're here right now as well. I think a fox hasn't long been through here. Right, so we're going to show you how to do prints. So if we just move the leaves out of the way, being careful not to damage the actual print, and then we will show you on the next video how to make them. Right, so to get your own animal print for this activity, you will need plaster of Paris, some cut up glue roll, or if you're going for larger prints, you can cut plastic cup. Something to stir your plaster of Paris, a bottle of warm water because it will make the plaster of Paris set quicker, an assistant, and a cup to mix the plaster of Paris into. So step number 1, put the amount of plaster of Paris you need inside a cup. Step number 2,
you
get
need
some warm water and we put it in slowly, don't we?
Yes.
And
stir.
mix it.
Yes.
So we're just going to pause and come back to when we've mixed it up. So we're just mixing up the plaster of Paris right
really
now.
It's really tricky first.
It is tricky.
There's lots of lumps.
Make sure it's all mixed up so there's no lumps in it. And whilst Alyssa's mixing that, you can use the cardboard ones or the plastic ones, and you're just going to place it over the edge of the print. Just push it down a little bit into the ground, and as you can see, the print is in the middle there. How are you getting on, Alyssa?
Good.
Good. Is it all mixed up? Any lumps?
Yeah. I'm making sure.
Right, it's looking good. Right,
Then
Alyssa,
sitting down.
can you hold the camera? You got that? Right, so then we pour it. You come a bit closer, don't drop it. You pour it slowly in.
To the
Into the-
cardboard thing.
Into the cardboard,
Cardboard tube.
like so.
Like so. And
And then,
make sure all the lumps are out.
and then we're just spreading it in like that, and then leave it. Right,
Leave it to dry, but just keep
we need to leave it
clear.
now for about 10 minutes, don't we? To let it set. So Alyssa is continuing to stir the plaster of Paris in the cup, just so that it doesn't set, and in case we come across any more prints whilst we're walking on our way home. And as you can see, this one is starting to set. Give it a little tap on the edges. Yeah, it's starting to firm up nicely now. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes for it to get hard enough to lift up, and then you can take it home to let it dry out fully. Obviously, with it being damp and cool today, it will take a little bit longer to dry out than normal. So it's just a bit of patience in the waiting game. If you're in a secluded area, you can always put them to one side and then go and sit somewhere else for 5 minutes and then come back and check on them. It's entirely up to you and whereabouts you are where you're doing your tracks. So when we're looking to take an imprint of an animal track, what do we need to make sure?
That people aren't going around on its it's not on a real walking track.
So we have to make sure it's not in the middle of a main footpath, because otherwise we've got to compete with people and bikes, haven't we?
Yeah.
And sometimes horses.
People might tread on it and their bikes might go on it.
They might. So we have to be super careful, don't we, where we do them?
Yeah.
We're all right because we're quite off the beaten track where we are right now. We're down some little siding in the woods.
Yeah. And lots of trees have
There's
fallen
lots of
down,
trees, yeah.
So no people would.
It's more of an animal passing track that we're down rather than a main footpath, isn't it?
Yeah. Not many people go over here.
No.
And there you have it. These are some of the tracks that we managed to do casts of. We found deer tracks, badger tracks, and we were very, very fortunate to find otter tracks. Good luck guys, and let us know what you managed to cast.